In this video we're going to go through what you need to build a list. There's three things that you need to build a list, and they are an autoresponder, a quality free gift to give away, and a squeeze page. Now the first thing, an autoresponder, this is without a doubt the most important tool of your online business. This is absolutely vital to have, because without an autoresponder you obviously can't collect any leads for your business, you can't generate any prospects, and most importantly you can't generate any buyers, any customers into your business either. So having an autoresponder is definitely the most important thing that you can do. This is the most important tool to have. There's two different autoresponder accounts or services that I would recommend. The first one being AWeber. AWeber is who I've been using for about 3 years now. They're absolutely great. I've got no problems. I've never had any problems with AWeber. The support is really good. If I've ever got any questions, they get back to me really quick. So I've always recommended AWeber. They're a great service. The other service that I would recommend is GetResponse. Between GetResponse and AWeber, over the years I've always had great feedback. People, I've never heard anything bad about AWeber or GetResponse. So they're both professional services, obviously paid services, but if you take your online business seriously, which I hope you do, and that's the reason why you're watching these list building videos, then you need a professional autoresponder. So you've got a choice between AWeber and GetResponse. If you've already got an autoresponder, maybe you're already using AWeber or GetResponse, that's absolutely great. So all you need now is a quality free gift to give away to build your list, and a good high converting squeeze page, but we'll get to that in just a moment. So you need an autoresponder. I would suggest you either get AWeber or GetResponse if you don't already have an autoresponder, that is. If you want to take the free trial on AWeber, because AWeber offer a free trial, then there is a link below this video where you can access the free trial, and you can go from there. If you want to join GetResponse, then obviously head over to GetResponse. I don't have a link for those because I'm obviously not with them. Whatever you do, don't ever use a free autoresponder. I know some people do use them, but believe me, it's a big mistake. You should never ever use free autoresponders, because you won't ever own the leads. If you generate any customers and buyers into your accounts and you've got a free autoresponder, you don't own anything. At least with these professional services like AWeber and GetResponse, then everything that you generate in your email accounts, then you own, because you have a paid account and you own everything within those accounts, all your customers, all your buyers. So it's a good business move to obviously spend a little bit of extra money on a professional autoresponder service like AWeber. It's not a lot, but obviously it's an investment into your business each month, and believe me, it's the best investment you'll ever make. It's my most important tool. If you are thinking about getting one of these two autoresponders, which I suggest you do, it might be a little bit easier if you join AWeber, because a lot of the videos that I make, that I'm going to make for this course, I'm going to be showing you stats and conversions, and a lot of the videos are going to be video tutorials with an AWeber. But it is completely up to you. It just may make a bit more sense if you see me log into my AWeber account, and then you can log into yours at the same time, and things will make a lot more sense. However, it doesn't matter. If you decide to join GetResponse, that's absolutely fine. GetResponse are a great service. It just might be a little bit easier when it comes to these other tutorial videos that I make later on in the course. Okay, so next up is the quality free gift to give away. It's important that you give away something of tremendous value. A lot of people these days just give away the same old garbage, and that's a free report or like a free ebook. Now, a few years ago, yes, a free ebook might have been able to build you a list, and it still might be able to build you a list, but the way that I try and do things online, and the way I try and build my business, is I try and go one stage further than everybody else, and try and give people more value than what the last person and what the next person is going to give. Now, I give videos away for my free gift. If we head over to my squeeze page, this is my squeeze page for my video course. This is extremecashprofits.com, where I currently give away some AdSense and Amazon videos showing you how to make money, how to make between $150 and $700 per month using all free traffic. And people love these videos. People are always sending me emails saying that they've really enjoyed the videos and they're getting a ton of value from them. So it's obviously great to get all that feedback. So sending videos to people, or having a video course of some description as your free gift, is, in my opinion, one of the best things you can possibly do, and it will do wonders for your conversion rates as well. So if you can create some kind of a mini video course, then do it, absolutely, because this will definitely help your conversion rates on your squeeze page. If you can't create a video course for your product, or perhaps it's not relevant, then that's not a problem, don't worry about it. You can still create some good reports with in like a PDF format. So don't worry if you can't really create a video course because it's not really suitable for your type of product that you're trying to give away, or the type of information that you're trying to give away. It's not a problem, so don't worry about it. All you have to do is, when you create your report, is just try and go one stage further. Maybe offer them 2 or 3 different reports. Maybe offer them some mind maps, something a little bit different, so you're different to the next guy and the previous guy that they saw. So I always suggest doing this, and this is it's important that you always try and create more value for your opt-in subscribers. So whatever you do, just try and offer them the most amount of value as you possibly can, because this will do wonders for your relationship that you're trying to build between you and your traffic, or you and your subscribers. Obviously, the more value that you give them, then they're going to want to come back to you when they've got questions and when they want to learn more information on the subject, rather than go elsewhere. And this is obviously what you're trying to do. You're trying to make your email list really responsive. So this is what I would do with your free gift. Try and create a really good free gift, plenty of value, and try and go one stage further than everybody else. The next thing you need is a squeeze page. The squeeze page on this particular template is I use OptimizePress, which is a paid service. Now, they give me membership pages, sales pages, launch pages, and squeeze pages. They basically give me all these different types of templates that I can use. Generally, I only use squeeze pages, but I've got lots of other different templates that I can choose from. This is the one that I currently use. I've got a sidebar with like a video in the middle, and I've got bullet points at the bottom there. And this particular page converts at around 42 to 50%, so it works really well. I'm not going to go into detail about all the conversion rates and why it converts. We're going to leave that for another video. But all I will say is whatever squeeze page you decide to use, make sure that you split test it, and you obviously test different variations, different headlines. But again, we will get into that in another video, so I'll show you exactly how to do that. If you want to get OptimizePress and you want to test it out, then there will be a link below this video where you can check out OptimizePress. But obviously it is, I think it's $97, or it's around about that sort of price. So it's not cheap, but obviously I'm not a very techie person, so OptimizePress for me saves me hundreds of hours, because otherwise I'd be using HTML, squeeze pages and all that nonsense, and I'm absolutely useless when it comes to building HTML sites and squeeze pages and all that techie stuff. So for me, this saved me thousands of hours, and a lot of headaches as well. But there will be some links below this video where you can get free squeeze pages for WordPress. There will be a few different plugins that you can download for free. So if you obviously don't want to get Optimized Press, which is completely fine because it is a paid service, then there's going to be some free squeeze page templates below that you can use too. That is pretty much it for this video. So we've covered autoresponders, we've covered the best kind of free gift to give away, which is, as I said, videos, and we know that we need a squeeze page, don't we, to build a list. And lastly, we need a free gift and a squeeze page. So that's it for the video. I will see you in the next one. Take care. In this video I'm now going to show you how to set up a brand new solo ad campaign. In this 9-step process that I'm now going to walk you through, this is the exact process that you need to take every single time that you set up a new solo ad campaign. So you can watch over my shoulder right now as I take you through the exact steps that you need to take. It's very easy, very simple to do. But before we get into the first step, you have to make sure that you have 3 things, and that's your squeeze page set up, your free gift, and your one-time offer. Because remember, without one of those, your solo ad campaign isn't going to work. If you just have your squeeze page and your free gift, but you don't have your one-time offer, yes, you can still use solo ads to build your list. However, you're not going to have any opportunity to recoup your advertising investment, because this is the key to using one-time offers. As I've said in previous videos, it's very important that you've got your squeeze page, your free gift, and your one-time offer. Okay, let's get into it because there's a lot to cover. The first thing we need to do is choose a solo ad to buy. So what we do is we go to a solo ad provider. Now this is the one that I used earlier for an example, so let's just buy this today for an example. I'm not actually going to buy it, but this is obviously what you need to do. So we're going to buy 50 unique clicks for $21. This is a perfect campaign to start with, because if you haven't used many solo ads before, it's obviously only $21 and you can test your sales funnel. So if your squeeze page converts at maybe 30 to 40%, you should get 20 to 30 subscribers. So it's a good way of finding out and making sure that your sales process and your sales funnel works how it should. So what we do is buy the ad, and then once you've bought the ad, you will get directed to a download page, and then what you have to do is email the solo ad provider owner, which in this case is Randy, and I've messaged him before when I purchased one of his solo ads. And then what you do is you have to give him your squeeze page URL so he can check it out, and obviously tell him what you're giving away for free, because they don't allow you to send any traffic to a page without a free offer. Okay, you need to have a free offer. This is why I say some kind of a free gift. And it's obviously important as well to have something of value. So they have to approve your offer. Once they approve it, they will then tell you to send them your URL, and this leads us on to the next step. Don't just send them your squeeze page main URL, because this is completely pointless. We have to track all of our campaigns, so this is what I'm now going to show you how to set up. It's very simple to do. So we've purchased our first solo ad, they've approved it. Sometimes they may require a swipe email. If they do require a swipe email, all that is a ready-made email template that they can send to their list. But bear in mind, this email that you have to construct, if they do require you to send them a swipe email, don't worry about it too much, because they may tweak it and they may change the title. So as long as you can just give them an idea of the sort of information that they're going to be getting from your free gift, that's good enough. They may tweak some parts of your email, so don't worry about your swipe email too much. Okay, they may change the title so it suits their list a lot more, but have a swipe email ready just in case, and I usually leave mine on my desktop in case I need to send it. So that's what you need to do. And then the next step we need to do is clone your squeeze page. So let's go to your, so for me this is my main squeeze page URL, Extreme Cash Profits, but as I said a few moments ago, it's no good just giving them this URL. That's completely pointless. We need to track it. So what we do, I'm going to go pretty fast through the rest of these steps because I don't want this video to go on too long. So what we do is name this, say solo ad 1, and what we do is copy that and then put this to, oh, so I really need to clone the page first. My mistake. Copy to a new draft. And remember, I am using Optimized Press, so if you're using any other WordPress squeeze page template, then you can do the similar sort of thing, just basically copy to a new draft. So what we need to do is name this so it's a different squeeze page that we can advertise. As I said, you don't want to use the same one. And then what we need to do is put it in there like that, paste, okay. So your new page is all done. Obviously we can't publish it yet because we need to update the code and set up a new tracking ID in our autoresponder. So what we need to do now is go over to Aweber. This is my Extreme Cash Profits list with all my squeeze page tracking IDs, and I've obviously blanked out the left side of the page, and hopefully you can respect that. These are obviously my tracking IDs, my campaigns. What we need to do is find your main squeeze page URL and just click copy. Then what happens is you just have to set up your new clone page, which is very easy. Just go to Save Web Form, go over to Settings, name this, and what I usually do is usually name it with the domain where I bought the solo ad from. So if we go here, marketingyourway.com, and this way we know exactly where our sales are going to come from. Also, you need your one-time offer link URL needs to be in there. Don't forget that, because otherwise you're not going to make any of your investment back. If you haven't got your link in there to your one-time offer, it's just going to go to a subscribe thank you page, a normal thank you page, once they've subscribed, and that's not what you want. You need to send people to your one-time offer. So you save web form, make sure your confirmed opt-in is turned off. Make sure your confirmed opt-in is turned off. You do that by going to your list settings for your main web form, and then confirmed opt-in here, look, and make sure it's turned off as in red. Green is on, red is off. Let's go back to our web forms. Go down to the bottom here, you'll see a new one's been created. That's fantastic. We want to publish that. We get our HTML code, raw HTML. This is what you need for Optimized Press. But again, if you don't use Optimized Press, don't worry about it. Don't go out and purchase Optimized Press if you don't want to purchase it, or if you have other templates that you can use, because as I said, it is $97, but it's purely optional. I used Optimized Press because I'm not very good with technical stuff, so that's why I bought it. So we go back to our squeeze page. What we do is scroll down, go down to opt-in, squeeze page options, autoresponder, and we go to here, we delete this, go down, delete this, and what you need to do is add some extra code in here, because when you get the code from AWeber and put it in optimized press automatically takes part of the code out. So what you need to do is go up. It's very simple to do. Is scroll up until you get to this bit just here, look. And what you need to do, this every time you set up a new form. This is vital, because otherwise it won't track your stats, and that's obviously no good. And all you do is come down here, look, in the hidden fields, make sure you scroll down all the way down. If you don't, that's not going to work. And then paste that code in there like that, and that's done. That is it. So we come up here and then we go to publish. That's as easy as that, and that's a brand new cloned squeeze page set up. It's obviously not the end of the process. There's a couple of more things you need to do. We don't advertise the main squeeze page URL, as I've said, but at the same time we don't even advertise the cloned one either, because we need to track. So now look, you got Extreme Cash Profits SA1. So for you, that'll be your domain, and whatever tracking link there that you want to put in, just so you know that that's a clone squeeze page. So what we do is go over to Google URL shortener, put your URL in there like that, and then shorten, and that is it. But what you need to do before we go any further, and this is vital that you do this, because the solo ad provider won't always, the person that you bought the solo ad off won't always tell you if it's going to, I mean, obviously he's not going to know which page it's supposed to go to, so it's in your best interest to check it yourself. So check the URL, and it gets redirected to your URL perfectly. That's exactly what you're after. So make sure you check this. It's very important, otherwise all of your solo ad traffic may go to the wrong place. So what we do then is everything's set up, and what I usually do as a test is put test in there like that, and then just put any old email at gmail.com, and then I test it to make sure that it goes through. So let me just show you exactly what I mean, because this is exactly what I do whenever I set up a new campaign. I go to test and then get instant access, and then here we go, it goes to my one-time offer, and this is exactly what you need to do. Obviously this page here is going to be your one-time offer. This is my one-time offer here, and this is where you can recoup some of your investment on this particular page. So what we do is we get this link here, let's copy that, make sure we've definitely got it, and then we go back to the solo ads, we email the person that you just bought, where you just bought the solo ad off, and you send them your Google URL shortener tracking ID. You do not send them any other link. Do not send them any of your squeeze page URLs whatsoever. You only send them tracking links so that you can see exactly how many clicks that you get. This is important that you do this, otherwise you aren't going to know where you are. Now that's pretty much the end of this video. So I've shown you step by step how you set up a brand new campaign. This is very important that you do exactly what I've just shown you, because this is how you can track every time somebody makes a purchase through that particular link, through your particular tracking ID. Because what happens is, see if I can quickly show you an example. You go to subscribers, if you go to subscribers here, let me go to, I'll just press search. Okay, let me just scroll down. Right, so on the left here where it says ad tracking, that campaign that you just set up, whenever you get a new opt-in, in this box here you're going to have marketingyourway.com appearing there. So as soon as somebody makes a purchase on your one-time offer, you can come into your autoresponder account and see which tracking ID that person came from as soon as you make a sale, so you know which campaigns will prove to be more profitable than others. You see, this is exactly what you need to do. If you don't do this, you'll be marketing completely blind and you're not going to know where all of your profits come from. It's important that you only spend time and your advertisement costs on campaigns that prove to be profitable. Obviously makes sense. So this is important that you do this and don't just advertise one URL of your squeeze page, because if you don't track anything you aren't going to know where you are. That's the end of this video. It's been a bit longer than I'd hoped, but hopefully you can see the value of this video, and you can of course watch this as many times as you need to until it all sinks in. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you now understand exactly what you need to do whenever you set up a new campaign and how you track everything at the same time, so you know where all of your profits come from. I will see you in the next video. Take care. In this video we're going to discuss solo ad conversions. After you've purchased your solo ad and you've received all of the clicks from it, then it's important that we look at our stats so that we can determine if that ad was profitable. There's a 5-step process that I usually go through after all of my solo ads are complete. The first thing that I usually do is I go to the Google URL shortener account and just double check to make sure that I've received all of the clicks that I was owed. So say if I purchased a solo ad and they were going to send me 125 clicks, you obviously want to make sure that you've received at least 125. So you come here, check that, and then go straight over to your autoresponder account, because you need to check your opt-in rate. That's the next thing to do. So for this particular campaign we'll use this one here. This is a recent campaign that's finished. So my opt-in rate was 46%. Next thing you check is how many opt-ins you got, 69. Next thing you check is EPC. So for that particular campaign you can see that I've had 150 unique displays, 69 submissions and 46% opt-in rate, which is fairly good. Now next we need to check our EPC. So I'll get the calculator up. So what we need to do is think about how much we paid for the ad. Now for that particular ad that I just showed you, I paid $35. So what you need to do is put in the amount that you spent on the ad, and then you have to divide that by how many opt-ins you received. Now if you remember, I had 69 opt-ins, didn't I? So you divide 35 by 69 and this will give you your EPC, which in this case is 50 cents, which is very good. This is how you work out all your stats and determine if your ad was profitable or not. Next up, you need to find out how many buyers, how many products you sold from those 69 subscribers. Now for my particular campaign I think I sold about 6 or 7, so I actually made my initial investment back, plus I may have made an extra couple of bucks. But remember, 5 new buyers into my buyers list, and then the other 64 subscribers are in my funnel, so I could possibly convert a lot of those into buyers and customers as well. So now you can see the power of solo ads. They are very profitable and very powerful. So I now know that this particular campaign for me was very profitable. And another thing you have to bear in mind is that, as I've mentioned previously, is your opt-in rate is very important, because this is how you're going to build your business faster, because the higher your conversion rate on your squeeze page, then you're obviously going to generate more subscribers. So it's in your best interest to split test and test different headlines and different squeeze pages to try and increase your opt-in rate and get it as high as you possibly can. And for me, I can't get mine much above 50%, but I'm happy with just under 50%. It's fairly good. So I have split tested a few times. So if you can get around 50% for your squeeze page, then that's fantastic. So once we determine all of these stats and all of these numbers, we can work out if it's worth us going back to the same solo ad provider and buying some more ads. And this is exactly how you can scale up your campaigns. But I would use the same solo ad perhaps 2 or 3 times before you spend a little bit more money on an ad. Or you could just keep going and just keep buying the cheaper ads. There's no problem doing that. Obviously you'll just need to buy more ads on a more of a regular basis, rather than just buy more clicks at once. So this is the 5-step process that I carry out after every campaign. So you can now determine yourself if your actual solo ads was profitable or not. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and now you know exactly what you need to do after every solo ad is complete. But remember, for a few days after most of your clicks have come from your solo ad, you may still get the odd subscriber now and again, and that's absolutely normal, that's fine. But within a few days after most of your clicks have come through, it should be fine to start looking at your stats and working out an accurate conversion rate for your one-time offer and for your squeeze page conversions as well. That's it for the video. I will see you in the next one. In this video, I'm going to show you how to split test using Google Website Optimizer. As you can see, I've logged into my Google Website Optimizer account, and I've already created a test previously. Now this is from a few weeks ago, but I'm now going to create a new test so that I can show you exactly how to do it and how to set it up. So log into your Google Website Optimizer account with your Gmail email address, and then go to create new test. Click this one here, the A/B experiment, and then you've got 3 things that you need to do. The first thing, you need to choose one page that you want to test. Now in our case it's going to be our squeeze page, and for this example I'm going to use my extremecashprofits.com. Secondly, create alternate versions of your test page. This is of course important because you want to be able to split test. So what you need to do is go into your WordPress admin panel and copy to a new draft and create 2 alternate pages. If you remember, we did this, didn't we, for the solo ad video. When you track your solo ad campaigns, we came into our squeeze page, didn't we, and we cloned the squeeze page for every new solo ad campaign. So it's basically similar to that. So you just clone it, but then you name it something that's going to be relevant to this particular campaign. So it's going to be, so for this example I've put ST1, which is split test 1 and split test 2, and we've got our main squeeze page URL as well. So we've got those. And lastly, identify your conversion page. Your conversion page is going to be your one-time offer. It's going to be the page where people go to after they've opted in to your squeeze page. So that's going to be your one-time offer. So let's go back here. So yes, I've got all those. Create. Next, experiment name. So just put extreme test or squeeze page, something like that. Squeeze page test. Then original. So what we need to do is put my original URL in here, copy. It's very simple, the entire procedure. Variation 1, so we put variation 1, obviously keep it so it's ST1, so it's all going to make sense, and then like that. And then what I would do is just click add another page variation. Obviously you can have as many as you like, but the more variations you have, the more traffic you will need to split test, because obviously the traffic gets equally spread out amongst all of your pages. So there you go, do that, and then underneath we put our one-time offer page. So this is exactly what you need to do. Put that in there and then go to continue. And what you need to do then is then validate by putting your code onto your website, and you will install and validate your JavaScript tags. Unless you've got a webmaster that does all this for you, but I take it you can do it yourself. If you can't, then obviously you'll have to come back to this at a later date. Okay, so what we need to do, very simple. What you need to do is go to your main squeeze page, and you need to copy this code here and paste this exactly where it says here, just after the opening header tag on your squeeze page code. Okay, so go into your squeeze page and put your code in there, and then once you've done that, you also need to put a tracking script in your variation pages. So you go to this one, you go to your ST1 and ST2. Don't put the same code in, you need to make sure it's different, because this is for your main squeeze page, and then your tracking script for these, again, these are for your variation pages, so make sure you don't use the same one for your main squeeze page and your variation pages. So you copy the script, put it in your variation 1 and variation 2, and then lastly you copy this link here, this code here, and put it in your conversion page, which is going to be your one-time offer. So it's very simple. There's only 3 things you have to do, and that's pretty much as far as I can show you. Once you've done that, you go to validate pages, and everything hopefully will start to function correctly. And then as soon as you start to send traffic to those pages, Google will automatically track, and it will automatically it will send traffic equally to all of the pages over time. So then you will get a good indication, and Google will tell you which of your squeeze pages converts the best. Of course, each of these split tests, you need to make changes in your headline to see what works best for you. Okay, so make sure you obviously do all that, otherwise it's pointless. So you've got your split test 1, split test 2, and your main squeeze page and your one-time offer. Those are all the pages you need. So once you've done all that, validate pages, and then you will, let me see if I can get some information from my previous campaign that I set up. View report. I think I've deleted most of this, but you should be able to, this is basically what you're going to see. It will have some conversions and visitors at the end there, and it'll give you some stats and some results here telling you which squeeze page converts the best. So it's got some good, it'll give you plenty of great information data here as to which page converts the best. So that's pretty much it for the conversion for the Google Website Optimizer video. It's very simple to do. You can of course watch this video a few times to make sure that you do everything correctly, but that's exactly how you split test. And it's very important that you split test your squeeze page, because you want to try and get your squeeze page above 40%. I always say that having a squeeze page that converts over 40% is good. Obviously if it converts at 70-80%, that's absolutely awesome, but 40% is a good benchmark to go from. So try and split test your squeeze pages until they convert at least 40%. It doesn't mean you got to stop as soon as you hit 40 or 45%. Just keep going to see if you can improve them any more, by all means. So this is a vital step of your entire list building campaign. You must make sure that you split test. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and you now know exactly how to split test your squeeze pages really easily and really quickly. I will see you in the next video. Welcome to the last video in this list building video course. In this short video I'm going to take you through the entire list building system and also give you a few additional tips to help you along your way. But firstly, let me just say that we have covered a lot of information throughout this video course. We've covered a lot of different techniques, methods, tactics, and I've given you a lot of information to take on board so that you can use all these techniques in your own online business to build your email list super fast. Now these next 5 tips, there's going to be extra tips that I want to give you which are going to help you even more to build your email list bigger and faster, and also some vital tips that are going to help you to build your email list a lot more effectively. Now the first tip is going to be on your blog. Your blog is going to be building your email list 24/7. So by this I mean, don't forget to constantly update your blog and build links, leave comments on other blogs, generate new content on a regular basis, because remember, all of your traffic that you generate to your blog is going to be free, or at least this is how I've taught you to basically set up your blog. All of these traffic methods that you see around your personal blog, these are all completely free methods. So as long as you're very active on your blog, over a period of time you're going to slowly generate more traffic to your blog, and then of course you're going to funnel that traffic from your blog into your squeeze page. So it's imperative, very important, that you remain very active on your blog and you constantly update it and you add more content, videos, so that you can generate more traffic and build your email list even bigger. The next tip is you always want to track your blog opt-in boxes or blog opt-in forms. Okay, so whenever you include a sidebar opt-in form on your blog, or you include an opt-in box at the bottom of any of your blog posts, or you have a link in your nav bar, anywhere basically on your blog, you want to be tracking all of these opt-in boxes, because it's very important that you do this so that in a few weeks down the line, or a few days or a few months, if you've converted any of your prospects to customers, it's very important that you know where those prospects have actually come from. So in a few months time you can determine where your most profitable customers are coming from. If there's a little bit of a trend that starts to happen and you see that a lot of your customers come from your blog, then that will obviously make sense for you to put more time in your blog to generate more traffic to your blog, and then obviously that's going to generate more customers. So it's important that you track all of your opt-in boxes, just like I've showed you in the solo ads, but you track your opt-in boxes so you can name it blog opt-in box. This is exactly what I do, and it's very effective and it's very good so that you can see where all your sales come from and all your customers. Next tip is your one-time offers are purely optional from your blog. Now some people don't like to sell something straight off the bat from their blog, and that's perfectly fine and understandable, but obviously from solo ads I do recommend that you use one-time offers. but from your personal blog it's purely optional. So it's something that you've got to decide yourself, and when you set up your campaigns and your autoresponder, that's something you'll have to decide there and then. So one-time offers are purely optional. The next tip is, when you use solo ads, don't forget that you must track every single click and every single ad that you buy. If you don't, you're losing a lot of money and you're throwing a lot of money down the drain. When you buy these solo ads, it's imperative that you track all of the clicks, and so you know that whenever you make a sale and generate a brand new customer, it's imperative that you know where that customer came from. This is very important. So always make sure that you track your solo ads and track them exactly how I showed you in one of the other videos, when you set up a brand new tracking link and you clone your squeeze page whenever you set up a brand new solo ad campaign. It's very important that you do that, so make sure you do it. The next tip, and this is the last tip of the video, always split test until you have a good opt-in rate. I did briefly mention this in one of the other videos, but I will say it again. It's very important that you split test your squeeze pages. Your squeeze page is when everybody, that's basically the start of your funnel. So if you haven't got a very good opt-in rate for your squeeze page, then this is going to affect your overall profits for your entire business. So it's vital that your squeeze page has got a good conversion rate. If you're using a certain template and you can't get the opt-in rate over, say, 15-20%, then change the template. There's so many different templates out there that you can use, so many different headlines. You can include videos, you can include certain sidebars. So just test as much as you possibly can. Initially, use the tips that I've given you from the Google Website Optimizer video when you split test, and set up only a couple of different squeeze pages, and then the squeeze page that performs the best, then obviously use that one. The squeeze page that performs the best, use that as your main squeeze page, and then you can make additional split tests from that new squeeze page. So it's very important that you continue to split test until you get to a point where there's nothing you can hardly do to increase your conversions for your opt-in rate, or you're completely happy with your opt-in rate. My squeeze page currently converts between 45 and 50%. Now I've stopped testing on my page because I'm more than happy with my conversion rates for that particular page. So I may test a few other basic templates as well, but for now I am fairly happy. So if you get to a point and you're fairly happy with your opt-in rate, then by all means you can stop split testing for now, and then just continue to build your business and build your email list, as long as you're happy with your opt-in rate. But obviously it has to be good. It has to be at least 40%. If it's not at least 40%, then you're losing a lot of traffic and a lot of subscribers. So make sure it's at least 40%. If you can get it over 50, maybe into the 60s, then that's absolutely fantastic. So this is the last video in the video course. I hope you've enjoyed this complete video course, and I hope now you can go out there and you can build an email list really fast, and you now know exactly what you have to do to set up your business and your sales funnel in order to generate good income online, and most of all, you can make more profits from your email list, because it's all about your sales funnel and it's all about having a system in place. So don't forget, make sure that you constantly update your blog and you generate lots of traffic to your blog over time. Of course it will take time, but while you're generating traffic to your blog, this is when you can use solo ads to bump up your subscribers and your list. Okay, so in time you will generate traffic, more traffic to your blog, but while you do that, you can of course use solo ads. And if you have got a advertising budget, then I would definitely recommend solo ads, as I've said in the video, because they're super powerful. They're fantastic for building your list, As long as you use all the tips that I've given you in my videos, you will do absolutely fine. And just make sure that you have a squeeze page set up, your free gift, and you have a product. If you have those 3 tools in place, and obviously your autoresponder, as long as you have those tools, then you will do absolutely fine. And if you follow all of the tips that I've given you within my course, then you will see some very good results very soon. Once again, I hope you've enjoyed the video course, and thank you very much for buying the course, and I hope to be talking to you again soon. Take care. In this video, we're going to discuss the importance of you having a good sales funnel in place. As you can see in front of you, there's a mind map that I've put together so you can see how a basic sales funnel works. Now, what you have to bear in mind is that a sales funnel is going to save you a lot of time and a lot of effort, because the whole point of using a sales funnel is so that your business can work on 99% autopilot while you can be doing other tasks such as tweaking and testing your campaigns and driving more traffic to your squeeze page to obviously build your business even bigger. So this is the importance of having a good sales funnel in place. Now, the mind map in front of you is just a basic sales funnel that you can use to build your business. I have put together some more advanced sales funnels, but we're going to start with this mind map and then we're going to go from there. Now, there's a few things that there's a few tips that I want to give you when it comes to building your sales funnel, and these tips are absolutely vital. Now, firstly, as I did just briefly mention, your sales funnel must work on 99% autopilot. Now, the reason why it must work on 99% autopilot is because you don't want to have to log in to your accounts and to constantly manually do tasks all day long to build your business. The whole point of using a sales funnel is so that you can build your business as fast as you possibly can and with the most efficient means possible, and by that you use an autoresponder and a squeeze page, so everything is taken care of. Your autoresponder follows up with your prospects and it automatically segments people into buyers lists. So you have to remember that when you're driving traffic to your squeeze page, as you can see at the top here, when you're driving traffic to build your business, you're going to be driving traffic from lots of different areas, which we will discuss in different videos. You're going to be sending traffic from areas around the internet to your squeeze page, and the more traffic that you build, the more people will obviously come through to your squeeze page into your funnel. So as you start to generate a lot of traffic, obviously having a sales funnel will be even more important then. It's important at the start, absolutely, but as you generate more traffic, you'll see that having a sales funnel in place is even more vital, and you wouldn't be able to handle the amount of numbers and the amount of subscribers if you didn't have a good sales funnel in place. Now let's go through a few more tips. So the first one, as I said, was your system, your sales funnel must work on 99% autopilot. Okay, this is vital that you understand this. There's going to be a few tweaks that you'll have to make. You'll have to log in occasionally and make some tweaks to your campaigns and add some follow-up emails, obviously change products, add lists, but the core of your sales funnel must be on 99% autopilot. The next thing we're going to discuss is you must segment your buyers from your prospects. So as you can see here, people opt into your list, they come through to AWeber, they're now on your prospects list. You give them the free gift, the free email course, or the free video course, free ebooks, whatever they've signed up to get. Then you continue to provide value, and then you follow up with them in your emails. And if that person then buys, as you can see at the bottom here, I've put buy your product for $27. It could be $7, it could be $5, it could be $97. Whatever price point that you place on your product, as soon as that person buys, you absolutely must segment your list. You must then send that person to a download page where they will automatically get placed in your buyers list. Now the way this works is when that person buys a product, you would have created a separate download page with an opt-in form. So what you do after that person has bought your product and they've paid you through PayPal or whatever other means, they pay for the product, and then you send them to a download page with an opt-in form on. And once that person opts into that new list, into the new form, then that person will automatically be subscribed to your buyers list, and at the same time automatically unsubscribed from your prospects list. Now the way this is going to work on complete autopilot is by using a feature called automation. This automation feature, or at least this is what is called in Aweber, is called automation, and you can set it up so that as soon as somebody subscribes to one list, they will automatically be unsubscribed to a different list. So in this case, you obviously want people to unsubscribe from your prospects list as soon as they make a purchase, which obviously makes sense. You don't want to send people that have bought your product the same stuff, the same emails. So this is why it's vital that you must segment your lists between prospects and the people that buy, i.e. your customers. The next thing we're going to discuss is you must have some follow-up emails in place when you send people into your funnel. Now by that I mean you must have a few emails set up so you can follow up with your prospects and your customers. Don't just think that this means your prospects, this means your buyers as well. So when somebody enters your list and they come through, you want to have at least 2 or 3 emails set up so they're going to get some information. Okay, this is very important. At the same time, don't think that you need to have lots and lots of emails set up, like over 2 months worth of emails, because there's no need for you to have that many emails set up initially, because sales funnels get developed over time. So from the start, then all you need from the start of as soon as you have built the core of your sales funnel, as you can see in front of you, your squeeze page and your prospects list, and you've created your product and you've got a buyers list. As long as you've got a few different emails, 3 or 4 will be absolutely fine to start with, then that's fine, that's all you need. You can always add extra emails over time, and then the same goes for your buyers list. When people buy your product and they go to your buyers list, you'll have a few follow-up emails in place, and again you can always add follow-up emails to both lists in time. So don't worry about it at the start if you haven't got many emails in place. As I've mentioned previously, in the videos that I give away for free on one of my other lists, I've currently got about 30 days worth of emails, but I didn't build that straight away. That took me a few months to obviously develop my sales funnel, so I had all that content, because it obviously takes time to provide all this content within your follow-ups, because they are, I mean, for me they're like big articles full of plenty of juicy content, so it does take time. So don't worry about it too much if you've only got 3 or 4 emails. If you've got the time to gradually increase your follow-up emails, maybe like 1 every few days, that's great, but initially don't worry about it too much. 3 or 4 will be fine to start with, and the same for your buyers list. So this is your basic model of your sales funnel. This is a very, very basic model. However, you could build your business very, very well by using this one sales funnel model alone, because you're sending people to your squeeze page, they go into your prospects list, and you can and you continue to add value over time, and then as soon as that person buys a product, you then segment your list and send them to your buyers list, so they are then no longer on your prospects list, they're actually a customer of yours on your buyers list. So in this video we've discussed that the importance of having a good sales funnel in place, and you now know that it must work on 99% autopilot. It does take some time to set up initially, that's absolutely fine, that's normal, but once the core of your sales funnel is in place, it should work on 99% autopilot, with the exception of you having to go in occasionally and making a few tweaks. Next, you must segment your lists when someone buys. We've discussed that, and that's very, very important. Don't ever forget that. And you must have some follow-ups in place when you initially build your system, when you build your sales funnel. So you don't need too many emails, but 2 or 3 on each list, on your buyers list and on your prospects list, will be absolutely fine. And then you can add your follow-up emails to your sales funnel as time goes on. And don't try and build everything at once. So when you initially build your sales funnel, you can always add plenty more content over time. So don't worry about having a massive sales funnel in place from the start where you follow up over like 2 or 3 months. There's no need. Initially, keep it small, and then you can develop your sales funnel as time goes on. That's the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. In this video we're going to discuss using one-time offers in your sales funnel. As you can see, the screen in front of you, we've included a one-time offer in this particular sales funnel, and it works the same as a standard sales funnel, except that you offer people a low price product after they've opted in. Now there are certain times when you should use one-time offers, and there will be other times when it's purely optional. I'm going to take you through a few tips to tell you the sort of times when you should always use one-time offers and other times when it will be purely your choice. Now the first tip is you must always use one-time offers when you use solo ads. Solo ads are one of my secret traffic resources that I've been using for a while, and they're very, very effective at building your list. But when you use solo ads, you want to try and recoup your investment, because obviously it is paid advertisement, but it is fairly cheap as long as you get some good ads. So with solo ads, you always want to be using one-time offers, because using one-time offers, you will be able to recoup your investment for the ad very quickly, as long as you've got a good one-time offer and you've got a good sales process set up. The next tip is on your blog. When you build your list from your blog, which I hope you do, because it's one of the things that I always recommend, is that on your personal blog you have an opt-in form either below your posts or in your sidebar. When you build your email list from your blog, to include a one-time offer when people opt in from there is purely optional. Okay, this is something that only you and you can decide. Everybody has different products, everybody provides different information, so this is something that you'll have to decide yourself based on your choices and your preferences. So if you'd rather not sell a low price product from your blog, because obviously as soon as somebody opts in, they're going to see a one-time offer, a low price product from maybe around $5 to $11. So on your personal blog, if you would rather not offer anybody anything to buy upon them opting in, that's absolutely fine. That's purely your choice. You can change, you can only you can go into your Aweber or go into your autoresponder account and change some settings and advertise your opt-in form and set it up so that it doesn't include a one-time offer. That's very easy to do, and that's absolutely fine. But as I said, when using solo ads, it's very important that you use one-time offers, because it's a very, very important and a very profitable way of recouping your solo ad investment. third tip we're going to cover is when you use solo ads, they should be very, very cheap. They should be low price products. You shouldn't be trying to hit people with $27 products upon them opting in, because remember, it's cold traffic. They don't know you, there's no relationship there, so they're going to decide to buy your product purely on the price point and how much value that you can give them based on the first time they see your sales page after they've opted in. Okay, so just remember that. So your one-time offer product should be low price, and I'm talking around $5 to $11. One of my one-time offers that I currently use converts really well, and I sell it for $5 and it converts really well, but I do give away plenty of value in that product. So I would highly recommend that you stick to around $5 to $11 and don't go above that, because if you do, then your conversions will get very, very low and you may not recoup your investment for your ad. Of course, during the one-time offer stage, this isn't the only opportunity that you're going to have to make money from new subscribers. Of course, you know, they're going to go into your list and you could make a lot more money down the line. However, it's always good to have the mindset of trying to make your initial investment back very early, because then if you've made your initial investment back from your solo ads, from your one-time offers, then everything else that you get from all those new subscribers will be pure profit. And obviously this is a winning campaign, and this is what we're after, and this is what we're trying to achieve. So let's just go through this quick sales funnel. So somebody opts into your page, they see your one-time offer, and now they've obviously got two choices. They can either buy it or not buy it. If they do, then they go through into your buyers list on the left here, and then you send them their product in the follow-up. They obviously go to the download page, thank you page, they go onto your buyers list, and then after they're on your list, you again, which I always say, is you continue to add value through your follow-up emails. So you've got your email set up here. If they don't decide to buy, that's absolutely fine. It's no problem, because you wouldn't have sold anything anyway, so you haven't lost anything. They come to your prospects list, and then when they join your list, you provide plenty of value, and then over the course of your follow-up email series, if they then decide to buy through one of your emails, then you of course segment your list, as we've mentioned earlier. You segment your list and you send that person to your buyers list using the automation feature, so everything gets done automatically. As I said, you want your sales funnel to work 99% on autopilot. So this is the sales funnel and sales process of using one-time offers in your business, and this can be a very profitable way of making some extra money when using solo ads. So this is something that I would highly recommend that you use when you use solo ads, but again, on your personal blog and in other areas it is purely optional based on your personal preferences and choices. That's it for this video. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. In this video we're going to discuss the sales funnel that you use when you are selling two different products. As you can see, this mind map is similar to the basic sales funnel when you only have one product, but if you have two products then it makes things a little bit more complex. So I'm going to take you through exactly how this will work and two very important tips that I'm going to share with you when using this particular type of sales funnel. Now, the first tip is when you sell your first product, the price point should be between $7 and $15. Now this is very, very important. Very important. The reason why you should make your first product very cheap is because at this stage in the sales process and your sales funnel, all you're trying to do is find out if that prospect has the ability to pay. You're trying to find out if they have the ability to pay. This is very important. So that's why that your first product that you offer them should be very cheap. It's no good you offering them a product of $47 or $97 at this stage in the sales funnel, because your conversions will be very low and you don't even know if that particular person has got the ability to pay. So it's very important. So once you sell your low price product to a prospect, he obviously then becomes a customer. So then he's transferred over to your buyers list number 1, and then the same process then starts from the start of your buyers list. You continue, you obviously send them the product via email and via a download page, and then you continue to provide value over all of your follow-up emails, and then at some stage you may then offer them another product, and if you do, you obviously then have to think about the price point in which your product's going to be. Now the first one, say for example the first product that you sold, a good start would be between $7 to $15. That would be a good start for your first product. So say if you sold your first product for $10 to one of your customers, or to a prospect which then becomes a customer, so he then gets transferred onto your buyers list, and you sold a product for $10. Your next product that you sell wants to be in the range of $17 to $27. It all basically depends on how much you charge for the first product. So if you only charge $7 for the first product, then I would recommend that for your second product you charge between $17 and $27. If you charge maybe between $10 and $15 for your first product, then your second product wants to be between, I would say, around $20, $25 or $22 to about $37. So again, this is something that only you can decide. It depends how much value that you provide in your courses, in your products. So it really depends on it's all up to you on basically how much that you set your prices at. So a good start though, I would recommend, is around $7 to $11 or $7 to $15, but a good price point which I often start at is $7, because at $7 you find out if your prospect has the ability to pay, which is very important. So after they've purchased your low price product, as I said earlier, they then get transferred to your buyers list, and then they go through your emails, and then if they buy your second product, which is maybe at $27, they then get transferred to buyers list number 2. So all of your buyers list, all of your customers in your buyers list number 2, you know, have purchased your first product and your second product. So your buyers list number 2 are going to be your most valuable customers, and this can of course continue. You can have a buyers list number 3, 4, 5 and 6, so you can continue to offer them different products in different price ranges. So of course you don't want to offer somebody a $300 course as soon as they enter your list. You want to obviously work up in different increment levels. So your buyers list number 3, you could offer them a $77 course, but obviously the more you charge for your courses, obviously the more value that you have to provide. Not that you have to provide, but you know, you should want to provide more value obviously if you charge more for your products. So that's the end of this video. This is the sales funnel that you should use when you have 2 products to sell. Just a quick recap, as we've said, first product, don't go over the $15 mark, and a good price point is around $7, but $7 to $15 is good. And then when they go onto your buyers list number 1, you can then offer them another product, obviously going a little bit higher. So if you give them a $10 course, if they buy a $10 course, you could then offer them a $22 course in your next product. In your next, when they go onto your buyers list, you can then offer them a more expensive product around $22. But as I said, it all depends on how much you charge for your first product, and that then depends on how much you charge for your next product and the next one after that. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one. In this video we're going to discuss the advanced sales funnel with a one-time offer and 2 products. As you can see, the mind map in front of you seems a lot more complex than any of the other mind maps that I've shown you so far. This particular sales funnel has a one-time offer, has 2 products that you sell, and it also has an upsell. And I'm going to walk you through exactly how this entire sales funnel and sales process works. It's really simple, so don't look at this and think it looks really complex and you'll never be able to use it in your own business, because believe me, you will. It's very simple to implement. So firstly, I'll walk you through the entire process, and then I've got 2 tips that I want to give you that are vital when using this particular sales funnel. So as you can see at the top here, we've got our squeeze page as normal. So people come into your squeeze page and you present them with the one-time offer, which, as I've told you before, you want to make it between $5 and $11 for maximum conversions. Obviously anything more than 11, then your conversions are going to start getting really low. And then you give them the opportunity to buy your one-time offer. If they do buy, that's fantastic. They go through and they go through to your thank you page, which is now an upsell. So what you do when they buy the product, when they pay for the product through PayPal, you then redirect them from PayPal to, which would usually be the download page where they download this particular product that they've just purchased. But you don't. In this particular sales funnel, it's a lot more effective and a lot more profitable. What you do is send them to another offer, which is a $17 upsell. So the thank you page is now another offer page, and this is how you can make your campaigns, especially when you use solo ads, a lot more profitable. This is a fantastic way to increase your profits, and this really does work. So your thank you page is now your $17, or I mean, it could be a $10, it could be a $27. Remember what I said, all depends on how much you charge at the start. But because we're charging like $5 in our one-time offer, $17 seems like a good amount to charge for our upsell. So then you give them the opportunity to buy your upsell product, which is obviously a related product to the first one. If they buy that, that's fantastic. They then go through and you then put them on your buyers list number 2, because they've just purchased both products and they are a very valuable customer. If they don't buy the $17 upsell, which some won't, then you just put them on buyers list number 1, because they've obviously still purchased your product, which was your one-time offer. So then you put them on your buyers list number 1. Of course, if they don't even buy your one-time offer, then you put them on your prospects list, which is exactly what you would do anyway, and you just follow up with them until they decide to make a purchase. And at some stage, as long as you provide plenty of value and you build a good relationship and you build plenty of trust and credibility, then, and you offer them some good low price products with plenty of value, then some people are going to purchase. And when they do, they obviously go to your buyers list. And as you can see on the left here, at the far left, you can even give them a second upsell on the thank you page from your $17 product. But again, this is getting into really advanced stuff, but I will touch this at the end of the video. But I'm going to take you through a couple of tips right now which you must remember to implement when using this particular sales funnel. And the first tip is, on your one-time offer page, you mustn't offer them the same product within your emails at the same price. Okay, so say if you offer them a $5 product on your one-time offer page, and in your follow-up sequence emails you're trying to sell this same product, which is completely fine. If you are trying to sell them the same product which you showed them at the one-time offer stage, you must make it more expensive, because otherwise you're going to lose all your credibility. So on the one-time offer page, say if you offer them your course for $5, within your emails you must make it more than $5. You must make it 7, 10 or 11. Obviously not too much more, because it's going to start to cause a lot of problems, but make it more expensive than what it would have been on the one-time offer stage. So if that was $5, then make it $7 or $10. That'll be fine. Now the next thing you have to bear in mind when using this particular sales funnel is, when you use upsells and the visitor decides not to buy anything, you must provide them with a link where they can download the previous product that they just bought, because otherwise they're going to get really upset. You're going to get a lot of emails and your system isn't going to work very smoothly, because remember what I said quite a few videos ago, and I always say this: you want your sales funnel to work on 99% autopilot. You don't want to have to keep coming in and sending people products, because this defeats the whole object of having an online business and using a sales funnel. Okay, you want to make it as efficient as possible. Obviously you're going to have to make some tweaks and come in and change some things now and again. That's fine, but you obviously don't want to come in and have to send people products all the time. You want your system to do that for you. So when you send people to the $17 upsell page, so remember, someone's bought your one-time offer, and when they're about to download it, PayPal sends them to a different offer page rather than the download page. And on this offer page you give them the opportunity to buy another product for $17. If they don't, then at the bottom of that page you need to include a link to say, no thanks, I'm not interested, please take me to my product, which they've just purchased, which would be the one-time offer. Okay, so you need to definitely include that link at the bottom of the page when you include this $17 upsell page, offer page. So I hope that makes sense. Obviously you can always go over this video as many times as you wish until it all makes complete sense, but believe me, this particular sales funnel isn't that complex. It may look quite complex to start with, but after you've included a few different products within your sales funnel and you've got a lot more follow-up emails in place, then you'll be surprised at how fast and how big that your own particular sales funnel will grow. So those are the two tips that are vital that you must use when using this particular type of sales funnel. You mustn't include the course at the same price within your first lot of emails as the one-time offer. It must be more expensive. And secondly, remember to always include a no thanks link on any upsell page. Basically, I mean, I use this one for example because we only use one in this particular example of this process. And lastly, before we end the video, I want to quickly discuss this option here. As I said, you have another option to include another upsell on the thank you page, and by all means you can implement this technique. It works really well, because remember what I said to you is your one-time offer page here is to get people to find out if they have the ability to pay, and not only that, is to recoup your investment. And once they get to the $17 offer page, if they buy that, you obviously know they're a very hot buyer, and they're going to be in your buyers list number 2. But before you put them in your buyers list number 2, you have the option, obviously they're going to go to PayPal again and buy this product. You then have the option of sending them to another offer page for say $47. Now again, this is purely optional. One upsell is usually fine, but two upsells, if you'd like to implement any more upsells in your sales funnel, again, this is for you to decide only. And this is purely optional, and this is something that you have to decide yourself. But you could include another upsell, but remember what I said, always include a no thanks link at the bottom of the page so they can download their previous products, so you don't upset anybody or you don't start getting emails again. You want your system to work 99% on autopilot. So this is another option for you to consider when you build your sales funnels out. So I hope this video has made sense on what your end process should look like, your end sales funnel. This is pretty much how your sales funnel should look. You should have a one-time offer. I mean, definitely when you use solo ads, you should have a one-time offer, obviously a prospects list, a buyers list, a buyers list number 2, and have some upsells in there as well, because having upsells definitely increase your profits, especially when you use solo ads. But in general, you can use upsell pages as well. They work really well. But again, it's purely your choice. Once you get to a stage where your sales funnel begins to really grow and get a lot bigger, you can obviously then make your own decisions as to how many upsells and downsells and where you want all your visitors and traffic to go when they go through your funnel. So your sales funnel pretty much gets developed over time. It's not something that I can directly tell you the best type of sales funnel for your own business. It's something that you have to develop yourself, but there are basic sales funnels that you can use to start with, which you must use, otherwise your business won't grow at all. And so far in the videos that I've shown you, these are all sales funnels that you can use in your own business to start growing your business and to start building your email list effectively. That's it for this video. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create high converting squeeze pages. The first thing we're going to discuss is the headline of your squeeze page. The headline of your squeeze page is the most important part of your entire squeeze page, because this is the first thing that people see when they come to your page. So you've got to make sure that you've got a good headline with a good call to action, and it makes people want to read more, and it makes people want to stay on your page for longer to find out more. The first tip is going to be use power words in your headline. Power words, I mean words like reveal, free, basically words that really pull people in, and it creates attention. I've also used the word cash sucking, because cash sucking is a lot better than using the word making. I mean, I could have put how to make money with AdSense and Amazon affiliate sites, but that doesn't sound very good, does it? So I chose the word cash suckings because it basically improves conversions and it holds people to the page more, and this is exactly what you're trying to accomplish with a squeeze page. So I use a lot of these different power words in my headline. Now what I've done is I've included a big list of power words below this video, so you can copy and paste them into a notepad of your own, and you can use all those power words when you want to make your own headlines for your own squeeze pages, and they're going to help you a lot. So there'll be a big list below this video, so grab them when the video's over. So the first tip is to use power words in your headlines. This is imperative that you do this, because without power words your headline won't look very exciting, and it's not going to pull people in, and people aren't going to want to stay. It's just a fact. Okay, headlines need to pull people in. Otherwise your conversions are going to plummet, and if you haven't got good conversions, then this entire list building system that I'm going to teach you isn't going to work if your conversions are really low. I mean, it will actually work, but you're going to need a lot more traffic to get subscribers, and obviously that's, you know, the key is to try and get as many subscribers with the smallest amount of traffic. So so make sure you include power words in your headline. The next thing we're going to discuss, the next tip, is include videos in your squeeze pages, because they generally increase conversions. Like I say generally, sometimes there will be a few exceptions when you may include a video and it might actually lower your conversion. However, most of the time videos will increase your conversions, whether it be a screenshot, kind of a screen capture like what I do in this video, or you could actually show yourself on video. So any type of video generally increases your conversions, because people love to watch videos. But that's not to say that if you always use a video you're always going to get a better conversion rate than if you just use text. But this is where your split testing comes in. Obviously you need to split test a capture page, or a squeeze page that you create with a text headline, and a completely a squeeze page which is made up of mostly text, and split test that against a squeeze page which has a video on it, and then you can then test to see which squeeze page converts the best. Tip number 3, you want to try and use numbers in the headline. As you can see, I've used $150 to $700 per month. Numbers always hold people's attention more, they create more attention. So again, numbers in the headline are a big one. I always try and use numbers in my headlines. They work really well. Next thing is the bullet points. Bullet points are really important. Even though they're below the fold, people do still scroll down. Now the key to bullet points is they must pull people in. Okay, I haven't just wrote a few sentences here and left it at that. I've carefully worded these bullet points so it makes people want to opt in to watch my videos. So for instance, the first bullet point, 7 things every site you build must have. Without just one of these you are doomed for failure from the start. This is, I mean, all these bullet points are completely true. If you watch my course, then these are completely accurate, because I do show you like 7 different things that you must have, and these are all completely true. So obviously don't tell any lies and stuff on your squeeze page. Make sure everything's accurate and the truth, but just make it sound more exciting than rather than just having a boring one line of text which doesn't sound very good at all. I could have put on here 7 things to have on your site to make more money. You know, I could have put that, but that doesn't sound very interesting, does it? So instead I've put 7 things every site you build must have. I've capitalized that. Without just one of these you are doomed for failure from the start. So it's making people think, well, these 7 things I must have on my site, have I got them on mine? And it starts to make people think, you know, have they got these 7 things on their site? What if they are just doing one of these things that I've mentioned? That's probably why they're not making any money. And it starts to make people think. Again, the next one, let's go down to this one, 3 must-know tips how I literally force Google to give me high rankings. There's 3 things that I do on my sites which basically help me to really increase my rankings. I could have put on there three things to help you get ranked faster, or something like that, but again it doesn't sound very good. 3 must-know tips how I literally force Google to give me high rankings. Again, these are all completely relevant and completely accurate, but you just word them different to make your squeeze page convert better. So I think you get the idea of that. The next tip is your opt-in box above the fold. This opt-in box here, generally they convert better if they're above the fold, because you don't want people to have to scroll down to opt in. There are some squeeze pages I know that they have like a headline, then a picture, and then you can scroll down. A few like old school squeeze pages that I used to use, they can work okay in certain markets and different niches, but generally I've found if your opt-in box is above the fold, it converts a lot better than if it was below the fold. And when I say below the fold, I mean down here somewhere. So because people are lazy, people will come to your page and they want to see what's going on, they want to read your headline, they want to see what you're offering them, what's in it for them, and they want to opt in, sometimes without even scrolling down. And some people are lazy, that's just the way people are. So having the opt-in form up here on the right hand side above the fold will definitely increase your conversions. The next tip, only make the video short. When you make a video for your squeeze page, if you do include a video, this is, don't make it very long. As you can see, look, mine's 2 minutes 6 seconds. Don't make the video very long. You don't want a 15-minute video on your squeeze page, okay? People don't want to come to your squeeze page and be sat there for 10 or 15 minutes watching a video, watching you harp on about a lot of stuff, okay? Make it short, make it snappy, to the point, show people what you can do for them and how you can help them. In this video of 2 minutes, I've basically shown people some of my income screenshots of my AdSense earnings for my affiliate sites. Just basically said this is how much you can potentially earn, and you know, I'm no big guru. I've just basically used my system, and I've made quite a few different sites, and these are the type of results that the average person can get. And that's all I've done, and again, that's helped my conversions. The next tip is include the word free a lot in your squeeze page. I've briefly mentioned this earlier, but I've mentioned it there, I've mentioned it there, and underneath there, so that's 3 times. Again there, that's 4 times. Again there, it's 5 times. So as you can see, the word free is really important on your squeeze page, because you are giving information away for free, and you want to try and clarify that by having the word free in your page a lot. Obviously don't make it unnatural, don't literally put the word, you know, free all along here. There's no need. Just fit it into your squeeze page naturally, but try to obviously include it at least 3 to 4 times at least. So this will definitely improve your conversions, because obviously people like anything that's free. The next thing is professional looking pages will improve your conversions generally. Again, I say generally because there's going to be a few exceptions. You may have all these fancy pages, and then you might do a split test, use a basic page, and the basic page might outperform the really good flashy page that you've got. In some cases, yes, that does happen, but generally, most of the time, the types of pages that convert better are ones like this, as you see in front of you. This is from Optimized Press, and it's got a good call to action on the side here. It's got a professionally looking design template, so everything's clean, and it's even got a Facebook icon there, so people can share this page. So generally, if you've got a professional looking page, then it will convert a lot better than a general HTML ugly looking kind of a page. But that's not to say that you shouldn't ever test any of these other pages, because you should, because you never know, you may find a template that's quite boring and quite dull, and it might actually work better for you, for your particular product, or for your particular gift that you're giving away for free. So the most important thing is to remember that you obviously must split test, which we will get to that in a different video, but to try and use generally templates that look quite good, that look professional and look trustworthy. They're pretty much all the tips for the squeeze page. This is how I can convert 42 to 50% of the traffic that comes to this page, because of everything that I've just given you. So all of those tips that I've just given you, I've included in the squeeze page. So I'm going to quickly run through these very quickly, and then that will be the end of the video. So tip 1 is use power words in your headline. Okay, so make sure you've got plenty of power words. There'll be a list below this video of power words, so you can use them for your squeeze pages too. Tip 2, in your videos, videos generally increase conversions. So whenever you create your squeeze pages, if you can, try and create a video of some description. Sometimes you can't, or sometimes you won't want to use a video. That's absolutely fine. But if you can, try and use a video and at least split test it to see what difference it will make, because videos do generally increase conversions. Tip 3, use numbers in your headline. As you can see, I've used the numbers here to show the type of results that you can get for each affiliate site that you build. So numbers is a massive one. Okay, always include numbers in your headline if you can, that is, if it's relevant. The next tip is bullet points must pull people in. So make sure that your bullet points pull people in, and your bullet points sound interesting rather than just one boring sentence. Okay, so that's a great way to improve your conversions as well. Only make your video short. If you do make a video, try and make it less than a few minutes long. As I said, you don't want to bore people by having a video that's like 10 or 15 minutes long. There's no need. A squeeze page should be short and snappy, just to get people to opt in, and that's all you need people to do. You don't want people to be sat there watching a video of you harping on for ages. The next tip is your opt-in box should be above the fold for the best conversions. Again, on the side here, as you can see, people don't have to scroll down to get my video course. They basically opt in as soon as they come to the page. Next tip is include the word free in the page as much as you can. Okay, as long as it sounds natural, that is. So include the word free 3 or 4 times, if not more, in your page, and that will definitely help to improve your conversions also. The last one, professional looking pages generally convert better than ugly looking templates. This is true in most cases, but as I said, split test the pages that you use so you can find out which pages work for you for your particular offer, because remember, not everyone's offer is going to be the same. This page might convert really well for me, but it might not convert well for you. So this is where you need to split test your different pages, your different squeeze pages that you use, and different headlines, but we will get into that, as I've said. So that's the end of this video about how to create high converting squeeze pages. I hope you've enjoyed it, and remember to use all the power words at the bottom of the page, and also you can go over this video if you've missed anything. In this video, we're going to discuss the best way for you to build your list with all free traffic. As you can see, the mind map in front of you, we've got our personal blog at the top there with all of our traffic methods set up, driving traffic to our blog, and then we will of course send all of the traffic from our blog to our squeeze page and to our email list. And this particular tactic that you see in front of you, this is the most powerful way to build your email list, and this is the most powerful way to build your business, because the way your blog is going to work is it's going to act as a pre-selling tool, and it's going to build trust and credibility for you, so that when your visitors subscribe to your list, they will already be much more qualified and targeted, rather than sending cold traffic from these traffic methods directly to your email list, directly to your squeeze page. Let's just run through some of these traffic methods, and then I'm going to give you 3 very important tips at the end which are vital when you're using this particular method and this particular process when building your email list. Now, the first one, social media. It's obviously very important, so you can create Facebook pages and funnel traffic to your blog from your pages. Create articles. Easine articles are a good directory. There's lots of other article directories out there, so spread yourself around and get your articles out there, driving traffic to your personal blog. SEO, so this is going to be from Google, Bing and Yahoo, but obviously don't spend too much time trying to generate traffic from search engines, because if your rankings do ever drop, then obviously you're going to lose a lot of traffic if you get most of your traffic from search engines. So spread yourself around and use all these different methods for getting traffic. Your email list, you can drive traffic from your email list to your blog posts. So if you've got any good blog posts that you think your email list will like, then send them to your blog, and although they will of course already be on your list, so they're not going to actually be able to sign up, they will still help you to build your list, because they will give you exposure to your posts. If you've got any social media icons, which you should have, like Facebook, StumbleUpon, Digs, Google Plus ones, then the more exposure you get to your blog posts, then this is going to help you to build your list even bigger by getting more traffic to your blog posts and your blog. So your own email list, the bigger it gets, will just help you even more to build your business. Videos, so you can use YouTube to upload some videos and drive traffic back from YouTube to your blog. That's a great way of getting plenty of traffic. Free reports, this one is a good little way of getting plenty more traffic. So if you release any free reports out there to your subscribers, obviously tell everybody that they can pass it on to whoever they want, you will get viral traffic from lots of areas. Obviously that's all coming from your report, but if people give your report away for free to their friends, then you can get a lot of traffic, as long as you leave your links within your report back to your blog, then you will generate plenty more traffic. Social bookmarking, this is going to be from places like Dig, StumbleUpon, so this will give you some good traffic. You know, as long as you write good quality articles on your blog, then this will all help for you to get exposure, and of course build you some social bookmarking links, which are all always going to be helpful. Viral word of mouth traffic is very important, because the more quality information you provide in your blog and in your email lists and in your free gifts, then people may tell their friends about the blog, so then you may get more traffic that way and you'll be able to build your business even bigger. So and viral traffic, so this is going back to your free reports. If you release any reports or any good articles, then that might get your article may get syndicated around the internet, giving you plenty more viral traffic. So that's another great way. Referring blogs, so this is basically blog comments. When you comment on people's blogs and you leave a link back to your blog, this is a fantastic way to build links, plenty of good link juice, and to get plenty of good traffic. So try and take part in discussions and other blogs, obviously in the internet marketing niche, and you'll be surprised how much extra traffic that you'll generate. Other search engines, so this is pretty much Bing and Yahoo, ask.com as well, all the small search engines, but they all help. So in time you will start to generate more traffic from those search engines. And forums as well. Forums is one of the best ways to generate some high qualified traffic, because obviously if somebody's part of a forum, then they're obviously passionate about that particular interest. So this is a great way to build your list. You can generate some very highly qualified visitors and traffic from forums. So as long as you've got a link in your forum signature or your forum profile coming back to your blog, then this will definitely be effective. So these are all the traffic generation methods to use. These are basically all the main ones that you should be using. Now among all these, you will be able to drive a lot of traffic, more than you will ever need. So you've got enough traffic sources here to last you a very long time. And I mean, you could build your business with just one or two of these, maybe SEO and social media and videos. But if you use all of these and spread your links out among all of these different methods and generate traffic from all of these methods, then you're going to do very well. Now I'm now going to get into three quick tips that I'm just gonna share with you when using this particular method. The first one is this particular model that you see in front of you. Again, I will say it's very, very powerful. This is the best way to build your email list. So, and this particular method I call my business building vehicle. Your business building vehicle, and this is a very powerful way of building your list. So don't ever forget that this is the best way to build your email list. So this is where you want to be spending most of your time of creating content and links. So if you do that, then your email list will grow a lot faster. The second thing is, do not send traffic anywhere else apart from your blog. You can of course send traffic direct to your squeeze page, that's absolutely fine, but when it comes to free traffic methods, you are best to send traffic to your blog, because you're going to get a lot more benefit from sending people to your blog, because people will be able to see who you are and they'll be able to interact on your blog. And when you build your email list from your blog, your traffic and your visitors and subscribers will be a lot more qualified, and this is what we're going to get onto next. The tip number 3 is use your blog as a pre-selling tool. This is how I use my blog, and this is the best way to build your email list and to build your business. Use your blog as a pre-selling tool, so that when people enter your list from your blog, as I just said, they'll be a lot more qualified, and by the time they enter your list, they will most people would have already read your About Me page, so you will already have some trust and some credibility there. So all of your subscribers, or most of your subscribers, will be a lot more qualified if they come from your personal blog. So this particular mind map is the exact way that you need to be driving traffic to your squeeze page. Don't be sending traffic anywhere else apart from your personal blog. Now I'm talking about sales pages, I'm talking about affiliate offers. Don't be making videos and sending people to affiliate offers, okay, or any sales pages, because it's completely pointless. You're going to waste all of that time and all of that effort making the video or writing that article just to send people to a sales page that may convert at 2% or 1%. So one person out of 100 will buy. You're better off sending that 100 people to your personal blog, and then you may get 15, 20, 25 people opt into your list, if not more, and those 20 to 25 people may then convert into buyers at some point, may then convert into customers, rather than you sending one person or sending 100 people to a sales page and making 1 or 2 sales. It's a lot better to send people to your personal blog, build a bit of trust, credibility, and they can see who you are, see that you're a real person, and you will build your email list a lot faster, and you will generate a lot more income by using this particular model. So I hope you now understand this is the secret behind building your business and your email list from your personal blog. This is exactly how to do it. So if you haven't got a personal blog, set one up and start using these methods, and over a period of time you can slowly generate more traffic, and this will help you to build your email list. And don't forget, this is all free traffic, so all you will need to do is just put in some time to create some videos, reports and social bookmarking, and get in those forums and leave some comments on blogs, and you will start to generate plenty of free traffic, and your email list will build a lot faster. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one. In this video I'm going to show you how to use your autoresponder to set up a brand new campaign, and also I'll be giving you lots of tips as well. The first thing we need to do is come to our autoresponder to set up a brand new list. Now this is going to be showing you exactly how to set up a new list for your free gift and for your product. So this is going to show you how to set up a basic list so that you can start building your own email list from your blog and from solo ads, as I've shown you. If you've already got a list set up, then it's still worth watching this video, because I'm going to show you how I set up all my campaigns, so you may be able to take a few extra tips and find out exactly how I set up my campaigns. So it's definitely worth watching, even if you've already set your campaigns up for your products. So let's go to create and manage lists, create a new list. So what we're going to do is just name this obviously something relevant to your product. So for this example, let's just put your product, your product 1. And what I usually do most of the time, I include numbers in the list name, so then you can separate the prospects from the buyers. So usually number 1, most of the time this is, obviously if it's available, then number 1 will usually be the prospects, and number 2 will be the buyers, and then 3 will be maybe the upsell, 4 will be another product, obviously a buyer's list. But usually if it's got no number at all, or if it's got a number 1, then I usually keep those for prospects. This is how I organize my list, and it's quite a simple way, quite an easy way to do it. So we're going to save this as your product number 1, and what you do is, and a nice little tip as well, what I tend to do is put little brackets here and then put your product there, so when they get an email from you, they can see what the email is about. Although your name will be there, if you've subscribed to a list to do with AdSense, then it could be called AdSense list, or making money with AdSense, or something like that. So this is a good little tip that I include in my campaigns as well. If you are subscribed to my Extreme Cash Profits, you'll see that I've got Extreme Cash Profits in there, so people know at a glance that that is what the email is about. So that's what I usually do. Your product, obviously your email address from notifications is when every time you get a brand new subscriber, you get an email, and I usually put new subscriber in there and my email. Okay, so save settings. So we've done that. You can put a description in there as well. It's entirely up to you. I'm not going to spend too long on this. Personalize your list. I don't usually bother with any of that. You want to try and keep things fairly simple. If you want to include Facebook and Twitter and all these extra icons and social media widgets, then by all means do that, but I don't. I like to keep things nice and simple. Confirmed opt-in. I usually turn this off. The reason why you must turn this off is because if you don't turn it off, then you're not going to be able to use a one-time offer. Save this. Confirmation success. You can leave that. It doesn't make too much difference if you leave that blank. Right, so we've done this. Confirmed opt-in. So what we do now, we've created our new list, which is your product number 1. And what we need to do as well, remember, is create a buyers list. Create a new list, because I'm going to set this one up, this buyers list up, just for an example, and I'm going to show you the automation feature. Your product 2. There you go, that's available, which is great. So again, you'd obviously fill this in, but you could put something a little bit different. obviously don't put buyer's list in here because this is what your customers will actually see every time you get an email from them. So it's up to you if you want to put something else in there. I do, as I said a few moments ago, I always put something in there so people know it's from me. And then notifications, your name and email. So same procedure as the prospects list. However, when you come to confirmed opt-in, you want to leave that on, because personalize your list, don't worry about that. Confirmed opt-in, I leave this on. Okay, you must leave this on. It doesn't, obviously you're not going to be using one-time offers and any of that, because this is where people will be coming to download your product, so they have to confirm in order to get your emails and their actual product that they purchased. So save settings. So what you do now is you go to the automation feature, because what you want to happen is whenever somebody subscribes to your product number 2, you want them to unsubscribe from your product number 1. If you remember what I showed you in one of the earlier videos, it's important to do this because you want to obviously separate your buyers from your prospects, from the people that want free information to the people that become part of your customer base. So what we do, we go into automation. So what we do to number 2, what we do, we'll go to your product number 1 and then unsubscribe from your list product number 1 when lead subscribes to product number 2. Now this is the secret to automatically, remember what I said, your sales funnel needs to work on 99% autopilot. So this is what you do, save automation rule. So as soon as somebody downloads your product or opts into your download page to get your product, they will automatically get unsubscribed from your prospect list and they will be on your buyers list. So this is very important. Okay, so that's vital that you do this step. Now if we go to web forms, if you can see now that we're on your product number 1, so this is going to be your prospects list. We obviously need to create a web form. Now I'm not going to create anything fancy, I'm just going to do this quickly, very quickly, for an example. So we come in here, and what I do as well, this is another little tip, I always put first name only. This is what I usually do because I don't like when people put their first and second name in. It confuses things. This is basically how I do it, so if you want to copy exactly how I set my campaign up, then by all means you can. First name only, save, and then I get rid of this thing at the bottom here because this is just a waste of space, and sometimes I get rid of that as well. And save web form. So first name and email is all you really need. Remember, this is the web form that you're building now so that you can put on your squeeze page. So what we do, settings, name this is going to be your main web form. So I just usually put your product squeeze, and that's usually good enough. And then thank you page, again this is very important because you need, this is probably the most important step, this is when you need to include your one-time offer. So your one-time offer, your one-time offer there, that has to be in there, because as soon as somebody subscribes to your list you will automatically redirect them to your one-time offer, and this is how your sales funnel is going to function. So you want to save your web form. So everything's done. It doesn't appear to be valid. Okay, so let's put google.com in there, but this is obviously going to be your one-time offer. Okay, so now that's done. Just save that again. I'm not sure if that's saved. Yep, and then go to publish, and then you get your HTML. I will install my form, raw HTML, and then you've got your web form, and that's done. So that you then put this into your web page. In my case, I would go over to my extreme cash profits and obviously put that in this template here. And the next step that we need to think about is tracking. Now remember, one of the other videos that I showed you, in web forms, whenever we set up a new campaign, a new solo ad campaign, we name our new opt-in box, don't we, the name of the solo ad. Now this is your main squeeze page, so this is obviously what you're going to direct traffic to, but every time you set up a new campaign, like for solo ads, and this also applies to different areas on your blog. Again, this is another vital tip. So say if you've got a blog and you have a sidebar and you've got an opt-in box in your sidebar, you can set up a brand new tracking link so you can track opt-ins just from your sidebar. Obviously it's all going to go to the same list, because this web form will create opt-in forms based on this list here. So it won't create any problems. All of your traffic will still go down the same funnel, but you'll just have different opt-in forms so you can track, and so you can identify the most profitable areas where your subscribers come from. And then in a few days or weeks time, or even months, you can see whenever someone makes a purchase, you can see which opt-in box that person come from, or which area around the internet they come from, if you've set different tracking links up, different opt-in boxes. But as I said, I would generally only ever use your blog to funnel traffic to your squeeze page. You can, if you use any external traffic methods, you can send traffic like directly from videos to your squeeze page. You can do that, that's fine, but I would recommend that you generate all your traffic to your blog, because as I said, your blog will act as a pre-selling tool, and then you can generate traffic or funnel traffic from your blog to your squeeze page that way, and you'll find that your traffic and your subscribers will be a lot more targeted and a lot more pre-qualified. So in here you can set up different tracking opt-in forms for your blog, so that's very important as well. Now if we go to your product number 2, remember this list here, product number 1 is your prospects list. This is where all of your prospects will come through, and then we'll get your free gift. Now let's go to our buyers list, which will be your product number 2. And what we do, create a new web form. Remember, when we set this up, the confirmed opt-in was on, wasn't it? That's important. So we've got our opt-in here. Again, we can change first name. We can change this first name only. You can do that if you like, and save, and then take this off here, take that off there, save web form. Now this particular link here, sorry, not link, opt-in box in front of you, this is going to be settings, this is going to be your download page. So I usually put download page in there. Thank you page, I usually put the smart video version because that's fairly cool. Excuse me. Download page, and then save a web form. I mean, you can put product download page or whatever, but I'll just leave it like that for now. And then we go to publish, and then again I will install my form, raw HTML, and then you include this into your squeeze page template. So whatever squeeze page template you use, you obviously just need to include this within your squeeze page so you can generate your opt-in form. Now this code here is for our download page, remember. So as soon as somebody makes a purchase, they will after they've paid with PayPal, they will be redirected to a download page. Now I'm going to show you an example of what I use for my download page. This is a very basic page, but remember, this type of page doesn't have to be anything fancy and special, because all you're doing at this point is giving people their actual product that they paid for. So it doesn't have to be anything special. All you need is a basic opt-in box and a little bit of text up here just to say thank you for purchasing the course or their product. Enter your name and email in the box below, and then they will do that. So this is when having a confirmed opt-in is important, because obviously you want all your buyers and all your customers to confirm their email, so they don't get put so all your emails don't go to their junk folders. It's obviously important, and this is how you need to do it. This is a very simple download page, but it works, and you don't need to make it any more difficult than what it is. This is all you need, is just a basic page. So for me, I generate my traffic to this page. They obviously go through. If they make a purchase, then they obviously come to my download page here, and then they enter their name and email, and then I will immediately send them all of my videos for free. Not for free, this is my product, sorry. So this is how you can set up your campaign and your products to do the exact same thing. So you set up your prospects list as we mentioned, and then you set up your buyers list. Use the automation rule, so as soon as they subscribe to product number 2, which is your buyers list, they will automatically unsubscribe from your prospects list. That's very important. You must segment your lists. So if we just quickly run through exactly what we've talked about in this video, we've set up a brand new campaign in your autoresponder. We've set up the automation feature, which I've just mentioned, which is very important. You can include your first name only in the opt-in box. That's a little tip that I use. Confirmed opt-in is only for your buyers lists. For your prospects list, it's obviously important not to have a confirmed opt-in, because you won't be able to use your one-time offer if you have a confirmed opt-in. Using your confirmed opt-in, you can still send people to a product after they've confirmed, but it generally doesn't work as well if you send people to their email first to confirm, and then you send them to a product after that, a one-time offer. It doesn't work as well that way. This is why I leave my confirmation off, and I automatically send people the moment they opt in. They get redirected. It works better for me, but again, you can test it and see what works best for you. Including a one-time offer URL in your setup, that's obviously important. Make sure you include a link. Tracking when you use solo ads, and whenever you use different opt-in boxes on your blog. I did briefly go through that. That's obviously very important. And your download page, I mentioned about having a basic page where your customers can download their product, and make sure that the confirmed opt-in is on your download page but off on your prospects squeeze page. So that's it. There's a lot of information that I've covered in this video, but you can obviously watch it as many times as you wish until you get all the information. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. In this video I'm now going to show you an awesome way how to build your list super fast. Introducing solo ads. Solo ads, in my opinion, are one of the most powerful paid traffic generation methods available for you to build your email list really fast. I've been using solo ads for a while now, and they've proven to be very effective and very profitable. Now I'm now going to take you through a few tips when using solo ads, but firstly, what is a solo ad in case you've never used them before, or in case you've never come across them before. A solo ad is when you buy an ad from somebody else's email list and they send it out to their list, and that person then sends all of the traffic to your free offer or to your squeeze page, and it can cost anywhere between $17 all the way up to $1,000. So there's always going to be a solo ad which will suit your budget, and this is the best thing about solo ads. They can be very cheap, and if you've got a bigger budget then and you want to send more traffic and build your list even faster, then you can spend even more money and generate thousands of subscribers very fast by buying bigger ads, bigger solo ads. Now the first thing is, when you use solo ads, the best thing is if you've got a good sales funnel in place, you can break even when you buy solo ads and even make money on the front end. So do you remember what I said to you in the other videos about the sales funnel process, about having a good one-time offer? This is when it's very important. All of that information that I've given you in the mind maps, this is now where you see how important it is to have a good one-time offer and a good sales funnel. So when you use solo ads, you should be using a one-time offer, and the reason is so that you can reap some of your advertisement costs back. You can recoup some of your costs back from when you pay for your ad, and often you can even make some money on the front end. So this is the great thing about solo ads, but obviously you will have to test and you will have to see which solo ads work best for you, because everyone has different offers, everyone's got a different squeeze page, so different solo ads work better for different people and different offers. So this is obviously where you have to test and track, but I will show you how to do that in a different video. So that's why solo ads are so powerful, because you can break even when you send traffic to your page and you can even make money on the front end by making a profit when selling your one-time offers and your upsells from your one-time offers. If you remember, I explained this in those mind maps. So it's very important to have a one-time offer when you use a solo ad. In my opinion, solo ads are the best way to use to build your list really fast. There's three things about solo ads. They're fast, they're simple, and they're effective. You know, they work. So solo ads are definitely something that you should consider if you've got an advertising budget and you're looking to build your list. Obviously it has to be in the internet marketing niche. There are some solo ads that you can purchase in other areas and in other niches, but it's not something that I get into. I mainly work in the internet marketing niche, and obviously that's what this course is about. So solo ads are fast, they're simple, and they work, they're effective. So that's the reason why I use them. You can set up a campaign as fast as 24 hours. You can buy an ad, and sometimes even less. If that particular solo ad provider hasn't got any other solo ads in the pipeline, any other customers, and then he could just automatically send yours out within a few hours. So they work really well. And lastly, solo ads are an unlimited resource of great traffic. Now there's going to be a lot of solo ads that I'm going to recommend to you. I'm going to give you a list under this video of different solo ads that you can use, and also I'm going to put next to the solo ads the cheapest price that they do. so you can have a glance at all the different solo ads that I recommend below this video, and you can look at the cheapest ones right through to the most expensive. So this will just save you a little bit of time when you're looking to test your campaign. Now that brings us on to the next point of testing your campaign. This particular solo ad that we've got in front of you, marketingyourway.com, I've actually used this particular solo ad before and it's worked really well. Now if we scroll down, you can actually buy, this is what they class as a test campaign, or 50 clicks to actually test your sales funnel. So something like this would be ideal if you haven't used solo ads before. This would be ideal for you to test, to see how it all works for you, and to see how your funnel works, to see if it works, because for $21 you can't really get a better deal than this. 50 unique clicks, so you will get 50 guaranteed visitors to your squeeze page, and to be perfectly honest, most people send you more, so you may end up getting more, but I will leave that for you to look at, because every solo ad that I've ever bought, I've always got more clicks than I've actually purchased, and this is the general way solo ads work. And you will find that if you make a purchase, if you buy a solo ad yourself. So for 50 clicks to your squeeze page, if your squeeze page converts at 50%, then you'll get 25 opt-ins. Obviously, the better your squeeze page converts, then the more subscribers you'll get out of the clicks. And this is what I said to you when I in the video of how to create a high converting squeeze page. That's the reason why it's so important to have a squeeze page that converts well. Okay, do you now see the power behind having a squeeze page that converts really well? Because you'll make more money from your solo ads. This is so that these are all the pieces of the jigsaw now coming together. You know why we need a sales funnel, I've explained, so you can recoup your investment. You now know why your squeeze page has to convert well, because that's another part of the jigsaw puzzle. You see, so this is how it all comes together. It's very important. So this is a great little campaign to start with. 50 unique clicks for $21. Now, I'm not saying come and use this particular solo ad. I'm going to give you a list below this video where you can choose, but this is one of the cheapest that I've found for $21 for 50. I've actually bought this particular offer, and it worked quite well. Let's go back up here. Now, solo ads do work really well, but you do of course need to test, and you need to track your campaigns. Not every solo ad is going to work well for you. Some solo ads that I use may work well for my offer, but might not work well for you, and vice versa. So it's something that everyone has to try themselves. And personally, what I would do is obviously stick to the cheap solo ads to start with, to test some of your offers, to see what your offers convert at, to see what your squeeze page converts at, and also your one-time offer. And then the more results that you get, you can then obviously make tweaks and make improvements, and then you can progress from there. Let's just look at a few other solo ads. So this is like a good test campaign, but he does have plenty more that you can buy. So you've got 100 unique clicks for $40. That's a good little deal, and there's some testimonials there as well. So let's go to the next one. This one is Anthony Tilley's solo ads and business building. So he's got some good offers. He's got a video there, and he does 125 clicks for $75, and then he's got another one here for 250 clicks for $125. So what you have to bear in mind is you have to really focus on your squeeze page and your one-time offer. This is when it's very important that your squeeze page converts fairly well. Let's go to the next solo ads. This is another one that I've just plucked from my list. I've got a big list of solo ads, so I will definitely be giving you a list below this video, so don't worry, you'll have plenty of solo ads that you can use. So in this course, I'm not just going to tell you to go out there and use solo ads and just go and find some. I'm actually going to give you a list of solo ads to use. So all you then have to do is go to the page just as we are on at the moment, buy the ads, and then obviously set your campaign up, and you can go from there and start building your list as quick as 12 hours. Within 12 hours, if not less. As I said, it depends if they've got a lot of people, a lot of customers before you. It just depends on that, and if they can send your ad out quickly or not. So this one is 100 unique clicks for $38. This is a good one. 200 unique clicks for $74. What I would say, before you start spending too much on any of these solo ads, you want to do a test campaign on all of them, probably 1 or 2 test campaigns. So what you really want to do is go through each of them and buy the cheapest deal that you can get, just so you can gauge what your squeeze page converts at for this particular solo ad. Because remember, every list you use, they're all going to be slightly different. Some may take to your offer really well, other lists might not be so good. So this is when it's important to only use the cheapest one. So $38, and if this performs for you, if you get a good opt-in rate and you can maybe recoup your initial investment of $38, or at least make some one-time offers within this particular offer, or within the 100 clicks that they send you, then obviously consider using the same one again. I usually use the same solo ad twice to get a really good gauge of how it performs. If it performs badly the first time, I'll generally not use it again. If it performs fairly well, I'll use it again, and then obviously if it performs well the second time, I'll then maybe up my advertisement budget for that particular ad and send even more traffic. But again, this is something that you'll have to look at yourself and make decisions yourself on what you want to do. But I will be giving you some more tips about solo ads in future videos in the course, so they'll be in this course as well. But this is pretty much just like an overview of solo ads, what they are, and what to look out for, and how much you should really be paying. So I send all of my traffic to my squeeze page, as I've mentioned before, on extreme cash profits, and then I let my sales funnel take over from there. Now this particular page converts at around 40% around 45-46%. So if you can get squeeze page conversions like that, or opt-in conversions like that, then you will be on a winner. They are fairly good conversions. Anything just below 50% is really good. So that's it for this video. We've discussed solo ads, and I've just took you through a few solo ad providers and showed you briefly what you look for and what you should be looking to buy for your first solo ad. So you should be only spending a small amount the first time you use a solo ad. If it then proves to be profitable and you do well out of this particular solo ad, then go back and use it again, and then if it proves to be profitable again, then you can then obviously increase your budget and then progress from there. So that's it for this video. I will see you in the next one.